purple race car. Bugs Bunny on the hood, Michael Jordan's fingerprints all over it. This isn't a marketing gimmick. This is a 30-year cultural moment crashing into NASCAR at full speed, and Bubba Wallace is about to drive it straight into Chicagoland. Here's what's happening. Bubba Wallace is rolling out a Space Jam themed paint scheme on his number 23 Toyota for the Euro 400 at Chicagoland Speedway on July 5th. We're talking deep purple, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck plastered on the hood, and a matching helmet and fire suit to go with it. Upper Deck, one of Wallace's sponsors, is behind the scheme, marking the movie's anniversary. A limited edition diecast is also coming from Lionel for collectors. And here's the kicker. Wallace's team, 23XI Racing, is co-owned by the same man who starred in that movie 3 decades ago, Michael Jordan. This isn't random. Jordan has been quietly building a pop culture identity into his NASCAR ownership ever since 23XI hit the track. Last year, Tyler Reddick's car channeled the legendary Air Jordan sneaker poster from 1985. Now it's Wallace's turn to carry the torch. And doing it in Chicago makes it personal. This is the city where Jordan won 6 championships and became a global icon. Painting Space Jam onto a stock car here isn't just nostalgia. It's a tribute to where his legend was built. There's also racing history layered into this. Looney Tunes characters aren't new to NASCAR's hood art. Dale Earnhardt ran Taz at the 2000 Daytona 500. His son took Gossamer to victory lane in 2002. Jordan and his team know exactly what they're tapping into. A tradition that blends fandom with motorsport in a way that sticks with fans long after the checkered flag. For Wallace personally, the timing matters too. As the only full-time black driver in the NASCAR Cup Series, this isn't just another paint scheme, it's another chapter in a story about visibility, representation, and breaking into mainstream culture in a sport still expanding its audience. Let's get into why this move is smarter than it looks on the surface. First, brand stacking. Jordan isn't just an owner cashing a check. He's leveraging his own legacy, Air Jordan, Space Jam, his Bulls dynasty, to build long-term equity into 23XI's identity. That's not impulsive marketing. That's a calculated, multi-year brand strategy disguised as a fun throwback car. Second, audience expansion. NASCAR has spent years trying to pull in younger, more diverse, more mainstream sports fans. A Space Jam car does exactly that. It pulls casual basketball fans, nostalgic 90s kids, and collectors into a NASCAR broadcast who might otherwise never tune in. Third, the risk. Novelty schemes can become a distraction if the performance doesn't back it up. Wallace currently sits 11th in points, chasing his first win since last year's Brickyard 400. If Chicagoland doesn't go well, critics could spin this into more flash than substance, a narrative Wallace has had to fight before in his career. But here's the case for why this is smart, not risky. Wallace is trending up. 3rd at Michigan, 2nd at Coronado. He's not walking into this race cold. He's walking in hot. That changes the entire context. This isn't a desperate publicity stunt. It's a confident team capitalizing on momentum with a car that's going to get talked about no matter where he finishes. Expect a split reaction. NASCAR purists might roll their eyes at another novelty scheme, but casual fans, basketball fans, and collectors, they're going to eat this up. Social media is going to be flooded with side-by-side comparisons of the car to the movie poster. Sports media outlets covering both NBA and NASCAR will likely pick this up as a crossover story, which is exactly the kind of exposure Jordan and 23XI are chasing, and don't underestimate the collectibles market here. Upper Deck knows their audience. This scheme is built to be photographed, replicated, and sold. Best case scenario, Wallace backs up the hype with a strong run at Chicagoland. The visual becomes iconic, the diecast sells out, and this turns into an annual tradition tied to 23XI's identity, similar to what Reddick's Air Jordan car started. Worst case scenario, Wallace struggles on a track where Cup Series hasn't raced since 2019, and the conversation shifts entirely to performance instead of the paint scheme, with critics questioning whether 23XI is leaning too hard into nostalgia marketing instead of on-track results. So here's the real question. Is this genius brand building from Michael Jordan, or is it a flashy distraction covering for inconsistent results? Drop your take in the comments. Are you team let him have fun with it, or team show me the wins first? If you want more breakdowns like this before the rest of the internet catches up, make sure you're subscribed to Sportswire USA.